All right, I think I'm on, everybody. This should be streaming and looking good. Let's double check that this is going through. Oh, sorry, you guys are on this side. I need to change scenes. Let's see. This scene. Why is it not going? Come on. Let's just give it a second to up there. Okay. It's just like really delayed. All right, so you guys are seeing me.
I think I'm on, everybody.
And I need to record. Streaming. All right. Let me know if you guys can see me. It's a one-woman show over here. John took the kids swimming. So I'm just double checking on OBS. This is what you guys should be seeing. And okay. Cool. And the sound's working. You can see me and hear me. I'm not echoing because I just put down the sound on my own computer. Cool. Okay, how's everybody doing? Hi, Patty. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Jill. Ida. Hi, Ida. Hi, Heather. Hi, Kinga. Hi, Sandra. I'm so happy you guys are here. You guys have, so far this challenge for June has been the most challenging. I had the least amount of people to actually submit their work for the June challenge because there was a lot that goes into guest posting. You actually had to reach out to somebody, go find somewhere where you want to guest post, and you have to be accepted. Then you have to pitch ideas, and they have to accept those. Then you have to get your guest post up. So there was a lot of steps that you guys had to go through to be here. So thank you so much for completing the work and the challenge and getting on this group coaching call, so that I can help you with questions you have, kind of where you're stuck, and help you work on the next challenge, which is growing and starting a small mastermind group. All right, so the agenda for today is I'm going to go through kind of what a mastermind group is, why you need one, what's important about it, what can you do in a mastermind group, how to set it up, and all that logistical things. I'll share one of my my students, eight of them. They already created their mastermind group and kind of their testimonials and how helpful it's been to them. And then, so that will take about 15 minutes. Then I want to review some of the work that you guys have submitted for the June challenge. So that should take about 10 to 15 minutes. And the last part of this, I really just want to focus on you and any questions that you guys have. It's the middle of summer. We've been really busy with moving and being busy in Orlando with the kids. So I wanted to put together a deck that you can apply and use and then help you with any Q&A you have. So I didn't want to take the whole time and just teach. I wanted to actually kind of hear about what you guys are struggling with. Cool. Melanie says it was so hard to do the guest post. Love for the kick in the pants. Cool. Love the mastermind group idea. Bethany says that this challenge scares her. She's an introvert. Well, actually, I'm a big introvert too. When I'm in front of a big crowd or in a group of people, I get really quiet. I kind of just like to listen and sit back. I'm never the life of the party or the loudest person in the room. I kind of just sit back and listen. And that's why blogging works for me, because I'm sitting here all alone talking to myself and to you guys watching me. So blogging is great for introverts. I look like an extrovert, but I'm not. All right, cool. Let's go into the deck. Just want to there's a ton of settings in OBS. Okay, cool. We got it. I sound like that bird from Storks. Okay, coaching call. The essentials of a mastermind group. Let's go through the deck first. I want to show you guys how we're going to set up a mastermind group, why it's important, and then we'll get into the rest of the call. All right. That's right, Patty. I love that. Okay, why form a mastermind group? First of all, we need support, right? I'm very blessed and thankful that my husband supports me, but not everybody has a very supportive spouse or family, or they're busy with other things and they don't really think your blog is serious. shame on them. Your blog is very serious. Your passions are important. But if you do have people in your life that aren't visibly supporting you with your new passion, having a mastermind group is going to help you, because there are other people like you that are just starting a blog and wanting to grow this into a full-time business. Accountability, huge, right? So you might be sitting alone on your laptop early morning, late at night, trying to get a blog post done, trying to work on something, and it just feels like, gosh, like nobody even cares. Having that small mastermind group gives you that accountability. Like, you told your group, like, hey, my mission for this week, I have one goal, is going to write a new blog post and publish it. And they'll hold you accountable, and you can hold them accountable for their one goal per week, right? Definitely increases your productivity. If there's somebody helping you along, somebody just, that you're going to let them down if you don't do your work. Mastermind groups definitely increase productivity. You grow your network, because not only do you have your network of maybe potential people that can help you, but you have everybody else's network that's in the mastermind group. Maybe they know somebody who's really great at Pinterest graphics, or somebody who's a fantastic ghostwriter, and you can help each other grow by sharing your network. And then lastly, what I really like about mastermind groups is you have cross promotion. So if you have something that fits well in somebody else's niche, they can share it to their audience, and you can vice versa share their post or their freebie to your audience. So you can help each other grow and kind of build on each other's audiences and strengths to grow your blogs. All right, so definitely tons of benefits in mastermind groups. All right, so testimonials from some of my students who actually heard me talking about mastermind groups months ago, and they were super proactive, and they went and formed their own little mastermind group, right? So Beth from morewellness.life says, this group has helped me meet each of my monthly challenges, blog more consistently, get really good feedback to grow, receive encouragement, and all the time. Thank you for encouraging to start a mastermind group. Guys, so this is important. It's probably one of the top reasons I continue going some days. That's really important. All right, Lisa says from GatherLoveLLC.com, I'm sure that it was planned for us to be together. Not only do we support each other in the blogging world, we are truly friends and can count each other for anything in life. Thanks, Susie, for encouraging us to be part of a mastermind group. All right, so you might start being more personal with the people in your mastermind group. They might not just help you with blogging. They might actually help you with, hey, my son is going through a hard time at school, or my daughter's not adjusting to kindergarten. Like, there's different things that a mastermind can help you with. And what I've seen is in my masterminds, because I deal with moms, and when I have moms that have children around the same age as mine, like it's helpful because we can kind of share the same stories of what we're going through. So that's also helpful. But then on the other side, if you have a mom that has grown up children and you're still struggling with yours, breastfeeding and changing diapers, it might be nice to have somebody older that can offer some different perspective and give you some help as you're going through young motherhood stages. All right, so just side note. Jill from adventuresinNanaland.com says, we've only been together for a few months and we've only known each other from Facebook, but I feel like these sisters have been lifelong friends already. Share business and personal triumphs, challenges, and failures very openly with each other. We challenge, encourage, share, brainstorm, and support each other. All right, so once you form a mastermind group, it is so important to really give. All right, you have to be active. Don't just form this Facebook group with 5 to 7 people and then not do anything. Like, post in there every single day, answer all the comments. When somebody posts something, see what you can do to help them, because vice versa, they're going to come and help you. All right, so I want you guys to go into this with a commitment that you're going to start a mastermind group, but you're also going to be active in it because you're going to get as much as you give into it. All right, so I just want to say thank you to the ladies who have formed a mastermind group and are doing really well. So here's all their beautiful pictures. All right, so you guys, this is going to be done. These are going to be your go-to women to help you. It's great to be part of some big Facebook group where there's a lot of help and so on, but sometimes you just need a small group of moms, or I always refer to my readers as moms because that's who I talk to, like a small group of friends and people that are the same level as you are to help you through this, all right? So for your mastermind, kind of a checklist to go through when you're forming it, I would advise having 5 to 7 people. Like, nothing more. If it gets too more, like, you're going to lose some people. It's not going to feel that close-knit and personal and safe. So I would keep it between 5 to 7 people. If you have 8 or 9, it's on the border, but try to keep it low. Don't add any new people. I would advise creating a Facebook group. It's where most people are. Hopefully you're on Facebook and you can comment easily. You can get alerts. Like it's an easy platform to connect with each other. Since you might be going into this a little bit hesitant, right? You might not know these ladies, which I can vouch. My students are awesome. You guys are all awesome, trustworthy mamas and women. But I do advise writing up some short non-disclosure agreement. And I have a little example for you guys. And you can tweak it so that you have some set rules that everybody agrees to. And that, like, there's a little bit of safety around what you're sharing in the group. Have clear expectations. Include this in your rules. Like, how frequently are you guys going to meet? Having like a virtual call or Google Hangouts, or maybe even chat on the phone. Have some other clear expectations, like you will comment on every post. We will help each other. That's why we're in this mastermind, is to be active and not just kind of just sit there. Like we're here to be active and participate. Having a defined purpose is really helpful for a small mastermind. So it could be as broad as I want to grow a successful blog, or as specific as I want to make $500 per month, right? So a specific purposeful goal is good. It's going to keep you guys focused and help motivate you guys to work towards the same thing. And then lastly, we'll get into this at the end, but the challenge for this month, for July, is to form the mastermind group and to have your first virtual meeting. So if you guys are all in the same city, fantastic. You can meet in person. Most likely not. That's most likely not the case. But you can either do an in-person meeting or do a virtual meeting through Google Hangouts, or a phone call. I would highly suggest you guys do a Google Hangouts. I want you guys to see each other. Like, it makes so much more of a difference where you can be like, oh, this is what Beth looks like. This is what Lisa looks like. This is her mannerisms on camera. Like, you guys need to meet virtually, at least see each other's webcams to really kind of solidify, okay, we're starting. And it could just be a meeting where it's like an hour long, doesn't have to be very formal, and you guys just all chat. Like, you just get to know each other. Like, hey, I'm Susie. This is what I do. This is my blog. This is what I'm struggling with. This is what I'm really good at. And then boom, next person. All right. And you can just kind of go around and kind of chat for a while. There's a program called doodle.com. It's really easy to help you decide on the day and time to meet. Right. So what it does, I'll just blow this up a little bit. You can set in days and times. You can say like 20 or 30. I have a whole bunch of days and times. And then people can go through and vote on which day and time works for them, right? Because I know a lot of things that keep people from meeting is like, well, I have a soccer game with my kids that weekend, or we're going away. So having this to help you schedule the meeting is going to be helpful. All right. So use doodle.com. It's free. I've used it since college. And then, yeah, you can either use, I think you can do Zoom, Liz. Yeah, you can do Zoom with multiple people. So Google Hangouts or Zoom, and Zoom is limited to an hour. So you can do either that one. Okay, so quick non-disclosure agreement. Feel free to tweak this and make sure that everybody agrees to the rules. All right, so it's just some high-level rules. It's a safe space where members can share their problems, concerns, and challenges. I'll share this deck with you so you can copy and paste and tweak this as you want. Nothing said that inside the mastermind group can be shared outside of it, right? So that's really kind of big about mastermind groups. It's special. Members are encouraged to use each other's affiliate links when making purchases. That's a big pro, right? So if you haven't made one Amazon affiliate sale yet, forming a little mastermind group can be like, hey, here's my link. If you guys want anything to purchase this month, please use mine. And you can rotate through everybody's Amazon links in your mastermind group and kind of help them out. Because you guys aren't family and you're not closely related, Amazon will give you commission on that sale. Like if I use my mom's affiliate link, Amazon is going to deny that commission because we're related. Or I once tried to use my mom-in-law's affiliate link and it didn't work. Or I asked her to use mine. Yeah, I asked her to use mine and I didn't get the commission because we're too closely related. But you guys aren't, so you guys can do that. one of the rules that you should have is any new members have to be agreed upon by all the current members, right? There might be somebody in the group that knows that person or that doesn't vibe with that person, or you feel like the group is big enough. Make sure that any new members are agreed upon by everybody else. And members agree to participate in any discussions and attend one live virtual call every month. You can change that frequency, but for the challenge, you do have to have one call. Then I do advise that you haven't follow the no list, like no gossip allowed, no brutal or demeaning comments, and you can definitely add to this no list as you think of more things that you don't want to allow in your group. All right, so to get the most out of your mastermind group, I would suggest having weekly hot seats. So that means one person per week can post their issues and their problems and maybe do a little live, and then everybody else needs to help them and give them constructive feedback. So that's kind of hot seat. You can participate in the monthly challenges that I'm hosting and kind of keep each other accountable. So you're adding on to these, or you're getting the invites to these private group coaching calls. You can share your goals and your plan to get there and ask other people like, hey, is this a good plan? Is this a good timeline? Is this an attainable goal? You can guest post on each other's blogs. Super smart. I saw some of my students trade guest posts for the June challenge. Awesome, because now you've kind of like built that relationship with somebody else. You've entered the challenge, and you've grown your blog, right? Increase exposure. You can use each other's affiliate links. This one I really, really, really love. You can do a Facebook Live in your mastermind group. It's a smaller, safer setting to build up your confidence, right? So instead of going live on your Facebook page or doing YouTube Live or doing your first video for a course or whatnot, you can do a Facebook Live in your mastermind group and kind of ask them like, hey ladies, is my lighting okay? Can you hear me? Testing it out with a smaller audience is super helpful before you open yourself up to the whole world, right? So this is a safe space that you're creating. You can do collabs, bundles, and JV partnerships. So say, for example, one person can share the other person's freebie and they can do vice versa. So you can grow each other's lists that way. You can, if you have a small ebook, you can create your own little bundle, right? So if everybody has a small ebook or printable, you can create the bundle and sell it together, right? People are more enticed to buy something that has 5 items instead of something that has 1. Cool. And then lastly, be personal and honest in your mastermind group. Like this, I want you guys to create a safe space where you can be yourself and kind of go through the struggles and the triumphs that you're facing. All right, so once you form the mastermind group, there's going to be one person that kind of takes the lead and creates the Facebook group and kind of gets it rolling, but everybody needs to participate to be part of this mastermind group, right? That's one of the big rules. Questions to get the conversation going is, tell me about yourself, right? Why did you start blogging? What are you working on? What are your strengths and weaknesses? And what do you need help with? So you can post this as kind of the first questions in your group and kind of get to know what everybody's going through, where they are in their journey. And I really like the strength and weaknesses one, because then you can see, okay, is somebody's weakness somebody else's strength, and you can help each other out, right? Super helpful question to kind of get the momentum rolling and have people open up a little bit. All right, so lastly, before we get into reviews of what you guys submitted, because now you understand why mastermind group is important, how you can keep the conversation going, kind of what you need to set it up. If you want to connect with the ladies that are on this call, right, on this current coaching call, I can see there's like 56 people watching. So I'm sure many of you don't have a mastermind group yet. So if you go to startamomblog.com/mastermind list, it's just a Google form where you can fill it out and it has some information. And then that information I'm going to share only with the people on this call, right? So that you guys can find kind of from that spreadsheet who's going to be helpful, who do you want to connect with. There will be email addresses in there, and you can connect with other people that are on this call, right? I want you to find somebody that's kind of at the same level in blogging. So if you just started a month ago and they just started a month ago, that would be a good place to start. You want to have a mastermind group where you're all kind of at the same level, so you can help each other grow. And if you fill this out, I'll share this spreadsheet in a couple days. Hopefully I get everybody to fill it out. You can also comment on a thread on my Facebook page. So I have one there. I wanted to do this special spreadsheet just for people on the call because it asks for a little bit more information and kind of you can see a little bit more about each other. You can do that, or you can go to, on my Facebook page, is this Form a Mini Mastermind. So under this, I posted it yesterday, pretty much 24 hours ago, and there's 152 comments. So there's a lot of people in here looking for a mastermind. So if you click on the little date there, you can see all the comments here of people looking for a mastermind. So you can either do the spreadsheet, which I advise you do, and then you can connect with people who are on this call, which meaning if people are on this call, they're very serious. So I would think the people on this call would make a fantastic mastermind group. Just saying. Or you can connect with people on my Facebook page as well. Cool. Beth said that they met on a coaching call, and that's kind of how their mastermind group started. Alrighty, so let's go. One more slide. So your next steps to join the challenge for July is to form your group and have your first virtual call and then complete the submission for July's challenge. It's going to ask you, where do you meet, how many people are in your group, and when is your call? Like, when did you already have it or when is it? But I'm assuming it should be sometime in July for you guys to be a part of the challenge. All right, so I'm not just asking you to form a group. I'm actually asking you guys to form a group and to meet. Very important. Okay. Thank you, Dipti. I'm so happy you like this. Oh, I'm glad, Kelly, you're in one. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I want to help you guys connect with other people so that you're more accountable to growing your blogs, right? It's in all of our interests that you guys stick on the journey. And sometimes like just meeting one-on-one with somebody else or talking in a small group is just so much more real than blasting a comment in a big group and not knowing anybody who's replying, and it's just a little bit more like vague, where that small knit group is very important. All right, so before I get into questions, we can switch gears a little bit. I want to go through some of the work that you guys submitted for the June challenge. Some of your guest posts that you guys have done. So this is everybody who submitted their work. Very proud of you guys. Fantastic. All right, so there's one that I want to look at. Was that one and this one? All right, oh no. Looks like it's storming outside and John's at the pool with the kids. All right, they're going to be home soon. Poor guy. Guys, it took him like 30 minutes, probably 45 minutes to pack the lunches, to get all three kids in their bathing suits, oh man, that looks pretty crazy wind out there. To get them in the stroller, to walk them to the pool. They've probably been in the pool for about 10 minutes and it looks like it's about to storm. So they're probably going to come back. Poor guy, man, guys, parenthood is hard. All right, so this was a guest post on Tamika's blog from Paula. All right, so these are both students. They connected. So Paula guest posted on Tamika's blog. It looks awesome. She guest posted all about how to soothe your cracked nipples. Definitely a problem that you have when you're breastfeeding and your nipples are just bleeding and cracking and it hurts to put the baby on. So love the pin images, really beautiful pin images. Love the smaller paragraphs and the easy to read headings. Those are super helpful and makes people kind of skim and find the right information that they want. Here's another pin image right in the middle. Tips for new moms. I like it. And then easing and treatment methods for cracked nipples. So I read through some of these and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know these. Like saltwater rinse. Airing it out. Brush shells. Didn't know that. Okay, things to avoid. That's really smart. Like things to do and things not to do. Really like that. And then here she puts in her personal experience. So I really like that Paula goes through all the things you need to know, and then at the end has her little personal experience as well. Cool. All right, so then I believe, was it Tamika that posted on here? No, Kinga. All right, so you guys are just helping each other out. I love this. I love seeing my students guest post on each other's blogs and kind of helping each other grow. This makes my heart so happy. All right, so Kinga then went to Paula's blog and guest posted on hers. All right, so she has Days of the Week, Wooden Peg People, really pretty pin image, really colorful, materials needed. So these are like affiliate links most likely. She has her step-by-step tutorial. She even has a video in here. So she did really well. Awesome. Great pictures. Very high depth or high definition and colorful. So I like that. One thing that I found about this, when I signed up to your blog, Paula, and I clicked, okay. Let's try that again, because earlier when I signed up, and it wasn't using the inline, it was using the pop-up, it didn't work. So just to everybody, if you create a subscribe box or any kind of new process on your blog, make sure you test it out and that it's working. I'm sure it's working. Maybe it was something glitchy on my computer. I don't think I'm going to see the pop-up again. Sometimes they only show once. Let's try a different email and see if it works this time. Okay, cool. This one worked. So that one's fine, Paula. It's the pop-up that when I signed up, it didn't trigger me to go to the next page. All right, so that's just a little note. Okay, let's go into the next one. Let's see. Okay, so this is on Destiny's blog. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Okay. So, relaxation and meditation tips for homeschooling moms. Everything that you can do, because I'm assuming as a homeschooling mom, you're very busy and some days are very stressful. Family day, hiking, relaxation, yoga. All right, so I like this. Only thing is like the text changes size between there and here. So there's some change in the headings and the actual body font, which throws me off a little bit. And here as well. So I would, if you can go change that in your settings, Destiny, or it could be in that you copy and pasted it from, say, for example, a Word doc, and that was already formatted, and then you paste it onto your blog, and it keeps the formatting. So that could be something that throws it off. Okay, so that's some constructive criticism. Okay, tips to save your sanity. Cool. I like this. Looks beautiful. Ask yourself what things are the most important. What can I not live without? Break it down. 1, 2, 3. All right, I like this. This is really good. I would have these bullet points probably be like an H3 or a different size, because that would make it easier to read. But overall, this is a beautiful blog. Love the pictures and the information. Cool. Okay, and then at the bottom, she has her call to her own blog. So that's what's really helpful with guest posting other people's blogs. Like, you get a backlink to your own blog, and here she can promote. She has an Etsy shop, right? So maybe the readers of this blog can go over to her Etsy shop and kind of look around. Really pretty. Hey, sweetie. Mason narration. What is this? Okay, one more. Let's go through. Do you make these mistakes with Charlotte Mason narration? Okay, that's probably some homeschooling thing, right? All right, I have no idea what that is, but people who do know what this is would know. Ooh, love the infographic. Really nice. That was probably created using Canva. Love it. Why is narration so important? Studies and cognition. Love the embedded YouTube video that adds to the blog post and it adds people like staying on the blog post a little longer. My experiences, again, like the previous post we saw a couple posts ago was I like somebody showing like, this is my experience. This is what I've gone through. This is what has worked for me. I really like this blog post. Good headings, easy to read, nice embedded graphics and videos, more reading. Jean, you did really well here. I like this. Really love that. Only thing is this, is this a little hard for you guys to read? Do you make these mistakes with Charlotte Mason narration? I hope I'm saying that right. That yellow and the blue is just a little bit low contrast between the two. Not a big deal. I love the colors that you're using. Maybe making that like a yellow box behind it with black text would be slightly easier to read. All right, guys, let's go into Q&A, helping you guys with what you need, what's going on in your life and your blog, and just happy to have you guys here. Okay, so hit me with your questions. Let's just take a breather. All right, sorry guys, I'm just seeing the whole storm outside. Poor daddy, he had so many hopes. I just feel like that's parenthood. Like your expectations are over here and then reality's here. Like you expect to do so much during your day and get so much done, and then like boom, reality sets in and you're like, I did one thing today. I'm happy for that. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions, you guys. Maybe it's just taking a little bit. Thank you, Sheetal. All right. Collie, you guys have any questions? There's so many comments. Maybe it's just delayed that you guys aren't seeing it. I'll just give it a second. Oh, okay, here they come. Woohoo, I knew that. If you had to prioritize between promoting or writing a blog, a new post, which would you choose? I don't have many posts, but sometimes I feel like I put in different directions. Liana, I would prioritize at least having one new piece of content per week. And if you've hit that, then promoting as much as you can. But between that, gosh, creating content and promoting it, they're both important, especially right in the beginning when you don't have any content. So I would advise you creating content. And then once you have that one piece of content for the week, promoting it more. All right, question. Beth says, how many opt-ins should you have? Should you have one for every post? How do you get traffic to a new website? What other opt-ins? What can you do to grow your email list? Okay, so Beth, opt-ins. Ideally, in the perfect world, when you have tons of time and tons of resources, you can create one opt-in for every blog post. So you have a specific opt-in that they can sign up for. It has higher conversions because it's very related to that blog post. But we don't all have endless time. So having, say, between 3 to 5 really good opt-ins and assigning the one that's most specific to that blog post is helpful. So that's one thing you can do. Or you can create a resource library where you have all your opt-ins there, and you can just tell them at the bottom of your blog post, sign up to my resource library and get access to all these opt-ins. So hopefully one of them would be very specific to that blog post and increase your conversions. How do you get traffic to a new website? Pinterest is fantastic for just starting to get traffic to a website. YouTube videos, if you do want to create YouTube videos, they're great to get traffic as well, especially if it's like a really nice niche that hasn't been overly populated in YouTube. Instagram's good. It's hard to get people off of Instagram. If you love the platform and you know your audience is there, it's a good platform to use. And it's easier to create content on Instagram because it's an image and a small post, where creating a blog post or a YouTube video takes a little bit longer. Pinterest is probably the easiest because it's just a freaking pin image. And Beth, other than opt-ins, what can you do to grow your email list? Golly. So you can have opt-ins for growing your email list. You can do like guarded content. So a specific YouTube video that you only show to people if they sign up to your email list. So it could be like a special instructional video. You can do guest posting. You could do JV partnerships where you share their freebie and they share your freebie and kind of help each other's list grows. You can go on podcasts to grow your email list. You can run ads if you want to. There's tons of ways. Those are a couple of good ones. You could do a giveaway, a contest where people have to sign up to your email list to get the freebie and then to get the prize. And you can get their email address. I hope that helps. Okay, Jennifer says, I tried to start a group board on Pinterest, but so far have no contributors. What's the best way to get some contributors to it? All right, so Jennifer, you can ask your mastermind. Once you find that you grow a little mastermind, you can ask them to be contributors with you, and you can have a small, very active group board, where I know Pinterest likes boards that are more active. So sometimes just having tons of contributors, they're just all going to spam it. But if you have a small group and they're active and they're willing to pin your stuff and you pin their stuff, it can act kind of like much more beneficial to everybody. So I would advise asking your mastermind people to help you with that. Questions. Okay, I don't want to miss them. Okay. Kinga says, I feel like I am stuck with promoting my articles. Any tips? Golly, Kinga, we all get stuck. I get stuck too promoting my stuff. Think about a different avenue that you can pull out a piece of your content that you've already created. Because Kinga, I know you have a lot of content. Maybe you can create an infographic. Those are easy to promote and create. You can create more pin images, of course. You can turn that blog post into a podcast or a small YouTube video. You can take that piece that you already created and make a little Instagram story out of it or Instagram post out of it. So I would take already existing content that you know that people like, maybe like your top 10, go through your top 10 articles and see how many more different ways can you promote and repurpose that content, so that you're not just always creating more and more and more, but you're taking the stuff that you already have and promoting it and sharing it with the world. So Bethany, the link to the Google form is startamomblog.com/mastermind list. I'll share the deck with you guys when I'm done here. Melanie, any suggestions for people without Facebook? All right, so if you don't have Facebook, what you could do is use WhatsApp. Is that how you say it, right? So the WhatsApp app, sorry, that's a text to my mom. All right, so my family and I are on WhatsApp, and we always share videos with each other. Like, they're pretty crazy. They're very active on here, and we can message each other. Sorry, guys. So WhatsApp is fantastic to kind of collaborate with other people. I know some people use Voxer. It's another app that you can use. You can also call people for free through WhatsApp. Or you could do emails back and forth between you and your mastermind. I wouldn't encourage just to do emails because it's hard to kind of keep the thread alive and kind of see people being active in it. So you could do that. I know you can use Slack I'm not very familiar with it, but people do love Slack, so you can use Slack as well to kind of build that team and stay kind of up to date what everybody's doing. And then Zoom or Google Hangouts to do your calls. Okay. Paperflow Design says, I love the bundle idea. Could you tell us how you have done this with other bloggers? All right, so Paperflow Designs, if you're doing a bundle with a group of other bloggers and you all want to contribute your product, you have to have one person that takes the lead on it that's actually going to set up the whole process, right? The checkout process. So everybody sends in their PDF or ebook or course. Depending on what it is, if it's a course, you kind of contribute a coupon code to it. So that's how new students can sign up. If it's an ebook, you can actually send her the PDF file. Then this one leading person takes it, puts it all together, creates a sales page for the bundle, and then decides how they're going to sell it, either through Teachable, Sendout, Gumroad, WooCommerce, however you want to sell it. One person has to take the lead on that and set up the checkout process. And then before you guys do all this work, you have to agree on percentages. So how much does every person get from the bundle? How much is it going to cost for the bundle? Maybe one person can write up all the sales copy and all the images for the sales page. One person can set up all the tech behind it, so the checkout page and the thank you page and whatnot. One person can work on, everybody should work on promoting it, the bundle. So there's going to be some different roles and responsibilities to put a bundle together. And the person probably who's doing most of the work should get a little bit more of the percentage. But then you can also argue if somebody contributes something that's $100 versus somebody that contributes something that's $20, you kind of have to figure out the percentages that way. So to kind of clear that up, I would contribute something that's roughly around the same price range, right? And put it in the bundle and then discount the bundle by a whole bunch so that the student or the customer who's buying it gets a good deal. And what's really nice about doing bundles is that other people promote the bundle for you so you can grow your audience. And you're also promoting your own thing. So it's easy for you because you are promoting your own product, and as a bonus, you get all these other products as well, right? So you can either do it through a paid process where it's a paid bundle, or just kind of thinking out loud here, what if it's like a freebie bundle? Like it's a resource library and you guys all put your freebies together, and anybody who signs up to that gets all the freebies, but you do have to be very, very clear and when they sign up that they're going to be added to all these people's email lists, right? So they're not just going to be added to one person's email list to get these freebies, but they're going to be added to 2 or 3 people's email list. So you could do it through that as well. And then if you do it through a freebie bundle, just make sure you guys aren't all like promoting and heavily pushing that new list that you just grew. I hope that helps. Olivia says, I've been working on getting more content on my blog so that I can niche down a bit. What do we do with previous blog posts that are not relevant? Do we unpublish them? Olivia, yes, I would unpublish the ones that are not relevant to your niche anymore. Just because as Google algorithm changes, like it likes sites that are niche focused and like things aren't all over the board. Not saying that broad blogs can't work. Just if you do want to go after like the Google rules, you want to have something that's like all the content kind of has to be related. So for the ones that are not relevant, you can either use them as guest posts on other blogs, and that could help. You can sell the content. That's an idea, right? You can maybe go on Fiverr and sell your content or offer the content for somebody else. But if they're like definitely not related to your niche. If they're somewhat related, you can probably still weave them in and keep them. Like, I find it hard because I know I worked on something really hard and now I have to unpublish it. You can also start a different blog. If you have a ton of content that doesn't fit your current niche anymore, you could start a small mini blog and kind of put it there and just kind of keep it there, like in safekeeping, like in a treasure chest. Sorry, I'm a hoarder, so well, not really, but I like to keep things, and it's really hard to let things go. So you can do that as well and kind of start a different blog. I hope those ideas help. Sarah, if you're already in a mastermind group, really good, love that. Then you do qualify for the challenge for July. You just have to have that call. You have to have a call with everybody in your mastermind group. So it could be a physical call on your phone or like a virtual call through Google Hangouts or Zoom. So if you're already in a mastermind group, definitely still apply. You don't have to start a whole new one. You just have to have that call. If you guys already have a scheduled call, fantastic. Then tell me when you have it and submit that information and you'll be on for the next challenge. Okay, Ozella says for SEO purposes, when guest posting on their other sites, what should their site DA be for optimal backlink strategy for a new blog? Ozella, as long as their DA is higher than yours, it's going to benefit your blog. So if you're just starting out in your DA, which if you guys don't know, domain authority, if your domain authority is 0 or 1 because you just started and their domain authority is 10, then it's very beneficial for you to go guest post on their blog. If your domain authority is 30 and their domain authority is 10, then you probably don't want to guest post on their blog. You might want to be nice and have them guest post on yours. Deidre says, how do you schedule different pop-ups in ConvertKit? How often should you market products to your email list of 350? How do you schedule? Well, Deidre, I don't really schedule different pop-ups in ConvertKit. I might change my pop-up out every now and then if I see it's not converting well. How often should you market products to your email list of 350? So like heavy marketing where the entire email is like, hey, buy this is my new course, my new ebook. I wouldn't do that more than once a month. Like, because I only broadcast to my entire list 4 times a month. From my experience, I wouldn't promote something more than once a month heavily. But I would give a ton of value in my email and maybe at the bottom mention something like, hey, this is an ebook that I read from a fellow blogger and it's really helpful, and I would kind of put it in there. That's not really promotion, that's kind of sharing. I see promotional emails as the entire email is dedicated to get into this product, get into this link, click my link. So if your list is small, what helps, Deidre, the more you give to them. So say, for example, you only email 4 times a month, then I would say, like, you can't promote more than once a month. But if you email 3-4 times a week, you can probably promote more often because you're giving them more value more frequently. Jeremiah says, if we already have a mastermind group, do we just need to have a meeting to qualify for the July challenge? Yes. Cool. I'm glad you guys are starting to connect with each other. Yay! Question, Tamika says, how do we find more bloggers to guest post on our blog? So you can ask the people in your mastermind group. You can ask in bigger Facebook groups if people want to guest post on your blog. You can make it easier on them, Tamika, because sometimes people are like, oh, guest post, that's going to take me a week to write a piece of content. That means I can't write something on my own blog. What you could do, Tamika, is have a survey or like a roundup post where everybody gives their best homeschooling tip, whatever your blog's about. And then you can feature 10 different people and all they have to give you is a little paragraph instead of an entire 1,000-word blog post. So you want to also figure out how can you make it easier for the people who are guest posting to give you content. Sheetal, so if you want to use your Amazon affiliate for both US and India, there's the Amazon affiliate one link where it then directs traffic depending on where they're from. I don't know, it's smart how it does it, but it's the one link so you don't have to share multiple links in one blog post for US and India. Let me just double check. I believe that's what it's called. Let's go back. Yeah, so Amazon, one link is you have to log in to see it. And here's your FAQs for that. So that is possible. Yay. Yeah, and I'm sure everybody here, Tamika, wants to guest post on your blog too, because you have a beautiful blog. So I'm sure you're going to get a lot of people here. Oh, cool. Okay, Crochet Lounge says, or Crochet Lounge. I'm creating a crochet website on how to crochet. When all the lessons and patterns published, would that make for a good ebook? And should I sell the ebook before or after it is all published? So Crochet Lounge, it would definitely make a great ebook to have all those lessons on how to crochet in it. What you could do, you could sell it as an ebook when it's all published, but I wouldn't rush into selling something from day one. I would first kind of work, depending on how, maybe you already have a big list and they're very engaged and you know what they want. But if you don't have an email list yet, I would kind of use that ebook and put the essentials in it and then use it as a freebie. And then once you've built up a good list of, say, 300, 500 people, then start asking them like, hey, what do you want in a crochet ebook? What are you struggling with? What kind of lessons do you want? And then I would poll them on what their like weaknesses are, and then start giving a product or like charging for a product. You're going to have higher conversions then. You could sell something on your blog from day one. Your conversions are just going to be a little lower because it helps to have a warm email list, helps to have an engaged audience, and then it's easier to sell. Where if you rush too quickly into selling something, you might kind of hurt your self-esteem. It could happen, and it might derail you. So in the beginning, I would just focus on growing that email list and then eventually having a product to sell. It's kind of a process. Sheetal says, how do I come up with weekly email content? Golly, I think about it all week. And then Monday morning I sit down and write it. And sometimes it doesn't get done until like Monday night. But I try to get it out on Mondays. Golly, Sheetal, most of the time it's from what readers are asking me or what's going on in their lives. And that gives me ideas on what my readers are asking for my Monday emails. Every now and then I have a company that's asking me to promote something for them, or one of my affiliates is having a big sale, so I would promote that. If I don't have anything to share with my email list and I don't know what to send them, what you can do, Sheetal, is write a super short email, right? If you have no idea what to send to your email list, write a 3-sentence email. And in the email, be like, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing great or whatnot. And then ask them one question. Be like, what are you struggling with? How can I help you? What is your viewpoint on blank, blank, your niche? And then I hope to hear from you soon, XX, or love Sheetal, or what, dear, or sincerely Sheetal. If you don't know what your readers want, write a super, super short email and they will reply. The shorter the emails are, the more likely people are going to be to read the whole thing, because we're so used to opening an email and it's a sea of text, and the first thing you do is like, oh, you click away, right? Nobody wants to read 500 words in the email, or 5,000 or 1,000 words. So make it super short, and then people can ask for a reply. Ask a question very clearly and ask for a reply. So I did this recently on my dad's business, and I emailed his email list because he wants me to kind of like revamp it and get the people engaged. So I wrote this 3-sentence short email, and he calls me later. He's like, what did you do? I'm like, I emailed your list. You said you wanted engagement. He's like, everybody's replying. I'm getting too many replies. How did you get people to reply so much? I'm like, well, I don't know. I just asked them a question. So he says, like, there's even people that emailed him a couple days later and they apologized for not emailing soon enough. So if you're personal and you ask a question and you really want to get your readers like engagement, keep it short and sweet. People don't have a lot of time. So if they see like, oh, wow, somebody wrote me a 1-sentence email or a 3-sentence email, okay, I'm going to reply. So that's going to help you with your weekly content. It was really funny. My dad, he's awesome. Okay, Megan says, I'm already part of an accountability group, but the members are at different levels. I'd love to be in a group of others ahead of me and at my level. Is 2 groups a bad idea? Megan, no. If you are a go-getter, you can be in as many groups as you can be active in. So I'm in multiple different mastermind groups depending on their size and kind of what the group is about. So you're definitely allowed to be in more than one mastermind group. You might just go to a different mastermind group depending on what your question is, right? So one mastermind group that I'm in has 4 people, including me. The other one has 9 people. The other one has 27. So depending kind of what I need, I know which group to go to. Okay. So again, everybody who is on here and wants to form a mastermind group together, go to startmomblog.com/mastermind list, fill out your information there, and that spreadsheet I'm going to share with everybody on this call right now. So if you want to connect with each other, go in 4 minutes and fill out this form. It should take you probably 2 minutes to do, and I will share this with everybody so that you guys can connect with each other and form a mastermind group. You just have to promise me that you're not going to use the information that I share with you, that everybody else shares, for evil purposes. All right? So don't take, because there's probably going to be like 30, 40 email addresses on here. You are not allowed to take these email addresses and put them on your email list. These people have not given you consent, but you're allowed to email them individually and ask if they want to be on your group. All right? Did I share that? All right, here. So this is where you're going to go and just fill that out. All right. So do good with this information. No evil. All right. Couple more questions. Golly, what? Let me see if this one's still free. All right. So Sheetal asks, what other keyword tool do I have? I've heard people recommend keyword search made easy, so key search. People have liked it. I haven't used it myself. So I think it's free for up to 5 searches per day. So you can definitely use that. Or Sheetal, if you were in coaching call number 1, I share like how I use free tools to do my keyword research. So this one would qualify. This one's a good one, what I've heard. And then the tools that I use personally is in coaching call number 1. All right, let's do one more question. Sandra says, did you always email your subscribers once a week, or did you have a different frequency when your list was small? Not always. I think, I don't want to lie to you, but I feel like I've always done it once a week. Can't really think back that far because so many kids in between there and so many sleepless nights. But my feeling is that I've always done it once a week because it keeps me accountable and it kind of sets my week. Now that neither of us have corporate jobs and we're just kind of at home working on our businesses, playing with the kids, like having that Monday email at least tells me, okay, today's a Monday. This is Monday and this is what I have to do. And then having my Thursday live calls, like, centers me in like, okay, this is Thursday, this is what I have to do, and then Sunday mass. So other than that, I don't know what day it is of the week. Sorry, I'm a goof. All right, you guys are so awesome. It's so much fun to do these coaching calls. I hope you guys get a lot out of them. I really, really hope you guys form a mastermind group. I'm challenging you to form a mastermind group and be active in it, participate in it, help each other. And like you saw the testimonials earlier, like the women who formed the mastermind group, they're still together. They see each other more like not just bloggers, but like as sisters because they've shared a lot of things that are going on in their lives, right? So it can morph into something much more than just share my blog post. All right, so what you guys need to do is go here, fill this out. Let me see on my side if you guys are filling it out. I will share the spreadsheet that goes along with this to you guys very soon so that you can connect with each other and form your mastermind groups. You can either use that spreadsheet or the blog post that I have on my Facebook page to find people to be a mastermind in with, and then have that first virtual call. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being active. Thank you for taking the time to grow your business. I know it's not the same, like, what do you call it? A process. Not everybody grows at the same rate. There you go. But we all grow as long as you're just moving forward. Like, don't give up. As long as you're going forward, maybe it's like one blog post a week. Maybe it's just emailing your subscribers. You're moving forward. Just don't give up. All right. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Sandra, Teresa. And I will see you guys probably in next week's live, but that will be on my Facebook page and all free. All right. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.